pros and cons after 811 plus days on semen retention. Starting with the most powerful and life-changing pro, you have increased mental clarity. And let me tell you why this is so life-changing. I remember once I sat down to study for the most important exams of my entire life. They would decide if I got into a top-class university where all the parents were like, you better go to that university, son. Or if I got into a university where I got a nice tap in the back, like, hey, well done, man. You know what I'm saying? So I sit down to study for these exams, and what happens? As I sit down, a thought pops into my mind. Let's just take a peek, let's just watch one video, then we'll come back to study. I go, I watch porn, I masturbate, and what happens? I lose all my motivation to study. I'm done, I'm out of there, I'm sleeping. Even though I got the most important exam of my life in a couple of hours. So that is the first powerful benefit. It is increased mental clarity. The second benefit, which is also extremely powerful, is having increased motivation, having increased energy, more testosterone. Because guess what? When you're not fapping 6 times a day, when you're not watching porn 3 times a night, and when you're not wasting energy chasing women, you have more time to pursue your goals, pursue your dreams, make your dreams reality. You have more energy to give to this purpose. There was a study about willpower. 2 groups of people, they enter a room and they're given a plate with cookies and radishes. Group A is told, hey, you can eat the cookie. Group B is told, hey, you can't eat the cookie. You can only eat the radishes. Now, they were made to sit in this room for about 30 minutes, and then they were given an unsolvable puzzle. Group A, the people who could eat the cookies, versus Group B, the people who couldn't eat the cookies. Group B, they gave up faster, much faster than Group A. And what this showed us is that willpower is finite. Group B was using willpower to not eat the cookie for 30 minutes. When the unsolvable puzzle came, they were like, F this, man, I give up. Their willpower was done. So if you're giving all of your willpower to porn, to masturbating, to chasing women, what willpower are you gonna have left to make your dreams reality, of traveling, of getting closer to God, of living your life to its fullest potential, retiring your mom, your family? You're not gonna have any willpower. So you wanna get to a point where porn, masturbating, it's like the radish. You don't even want it. It doesn't even take willpower for you to avoid it. And then use your willpower to make your dreams reality. That's what I've done. I was broke, I was skinny, I had no purpose, I couldn't talk to girls, and now I'm living my dream life in Cape Town, making good cash, I'm jacked, and this is all thanks to semen retention. And that's only benefit number 2. If you want to achieve similar results, use some of that willpower to hit that subscribe button, because we're dropping videos every Thursday to make sure you quit porn, quit masturbation, and live your life to its fullest potential. Now, pro number 3, the ultimate pro. Right before we get into the cons, which is also super important, because the same way I have all this energy now, I have to force myself to rest. So we're gonna get into the cons later. But the ultimate pro out of all 811 plus days of semen retention, it's increased confidence. And I don't just mean increased confidence to talk to girls, I mean increased spiritual confidence, okay? What do I mean by that? I mean, before, not only could I not look at girls without thinking of sex and be unable to talk to them, I had no confidence in myself. How am I supposed to be confident in myself to attract my dream woman, to make my dreams reality, if I can't even quit porn? And that's why Napoleon Hill, one of the world's greatest authors, he's made more millionaires than the school system. In his best-selling book, Think and Grow Rich, he says, mastering your sexual urges is the starting point of all great achievements. And I felt this because when I was able to quit porn and quit masturbating, instantly, I'm ahead of 99% of men. Pornhub revealed the statistics saying they had 42 billion site visits in 2019 alone.
Damn!
I'm ahead of 99% of men by not watching porn, by not masturbating. And not only is that a great achievement, but I feel confident in myself. I feel confident that, hey, I can actually do great things and achieve great things with my life. Now the first con, it's gonna have to be that after 811 life-changing days on semen retention, cheap dopamine doesn't excite me anymore. And you may be wondering, how is that a con? In high school, I used to love going out to parties, to clubs, getting extremely drunk, and then looking forward to doing it all again the next weekend. But now that just does not make any sense to me. Getting a hangover the next day, going to sleep at 3 a.m., waking up tired the next day and trying to recover your sleep the whole week. I don't like that. It disgusts me, quite honestly. The second con is gonna have to be that lust also does not excite me anymore. I remember when I started this whole self-development journey, I was waiting to turn 18 so I could hop on Tinder. I was so nervous, I couldn't talk to girls, so I thought, yeah, Tinder, I'm gonna get my girl on Tinder. I was chasing girls on Tinder, and no girls were swiping on me on Tinder. So I was like, shit, what now? Started gymming. Shit, still couldn't talk to them. What now? Went on semen retention. Now I can actually talk to them. But now I'm not interested in lust because that's just masturbating with someone else's body. My dad's always like, yo, you're at that age. Go experience all the girls, go do this, go do that. But that's not fulfilling to me. That's not what's gonna make me happy. I'm already happy and complete as I am. After 811 plus days of semen retention, the only thing I want from a relationship is to be the best I can be for my partner and be able to love her instead of lust over other girls. I want to be able to control my lust when I'm with my partner. That's the only thing I want, so I can lead my family as best as I can and love my partner as best as I possibly can. The last and the biggest con of semen retention that no one really talks about, that the semen retention community might come after me for speaking about, is that you've constantly got to find balance. Before we talk about it though, balance your way to the like button please, so we can help other men decide if they want to go on semen retention or not. Now what do I mean by balance? I mean that I've constantly got to force myself to take breaks now because I barely see my friends. I barely go out to parties and clubs anymore. Most of my friends are also on semen retention, also focused on their purpose. So I'm at home most of the time, by myself most of the time, and because I'm by myself, I'm not taking that break or that rest that I would have taken if I went out to a club. Instead, I'm kind of like watching anime, like jamming Naruto, which is all fun and all, but it doesn't really feel like I'm catching a break because I'm still looking at a screen, I'm still in the same environment, my office or my room. So I've got to constantly find balance, find ways to rest and have me time and feel recharged to keep going. Otherwise it's just burnout and it gets boring and it feels like a job, like a chore, which is not why I do what I do. I do what I do because I love what I do, and I'm able to be in this position because of semen retention.